Hi, welcome to EPG Pathshala, Spanish. We are in the paper entitled Advanced Spanish Grammar. I am Gaurav Kumar. I teach Spanish at the Center of Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and Latin American Studies in Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. The title of this module is Nominalization, and in this module, we are going to learn how different parts of a sentence can be used as nouns. To nominalize is to convert a part of the sentence in a noun or name. The most widespread form of using grammatical categories as nouns is through an article or another determiner. Let us see the first case of infinitives being used as nouns. You must be knowing that the infinitive is the most basic verb form, but it is conjugated form of the verb which is maximally used in general conversation. An infinitive standing alone doesn't convey anything about the subject or how many people are performing the verb's action or when it is being performed, like in the case of tenses. And also, it does not reflect the attitude of the speaker, for example, as in subjunctive and imperative. In Spanish, the verb in the infinitive form can also be used as a noun. When the verb is used as a noun, then infinitive form is always masculine and almost always singular. Similar to the functioning of other nouns, it can be the subject of a sentence, nominative predicate, usually a noun that follows a form of to be or a say, or the object of a verb or preposition. Let us see the examples now. Nadar es el mejor deporte para adelgazarse. I repeat, nadar es el mejor deporte para adelgazarse. The English equivalent is swimming is the best sport in order to get slim. Next example is el beber mucho puede conducir a la intoxicación e incluso a la muerte. I repeat, el beber mucho puede conducir a la intoxicación e incluso a la muerte. The English version is drinking can lead to poisoning and even death. As object, the uses of the infinitive can be seen in the following case. Es prohibido pitar en la calle porque causa mucha contaminación de sonido. I repeat, es prohibido pitar en la calle porque causa mucha contaminación de sonido. The English equivalent is honking is prohibited. As object of a sentence, the infinitive can also work again as a noun. Let us see some examples. Es prohibido pitar en la calle porque causa mucha contaminación de sonido. I repeat, es prohibido pitar en la calle porque causa mucha contaminación de sonido. In English, the equivalent translation is honking is prohibited on the streets because it causes a lot of sound pollution. Next example is no me gusta cocinar. I repeat, No me gusta cocinar. I don't like to cook. Literally, the sentence would be translated as cooking doesn't please me. Next example is La vida es un abrir y cerrar de los ojos. I repeat, la vida es un abrir y cerrar de los ojos. The equivalent English translation is life is an opening and closing of the eyes. Next example is la intimidad es un hablar honesto y profundo de lo que se siente y se piensa. I repeat, la intimidad es un hablar honesto y profundo de lo que se siente y se piensa. Intimacy is speaking sincerely and deeply about what one feels and thinks. Ten moderación en el comer o el beber. I repeat, ten moderación en el comer o el beber. The English equivalent is show moderation in eating or drinking. Next example is se escuchaba el alegre cantar de los pájaros. I repeat, se escuchaba el alegre cantar de los pájaros. The English version is one could hear the happy singing of the birds. Some examples used in signboards are like that of no fumar, no smoking, no estacionarse, no estacionarse, no parking. The most widespread form to make nouns and other parts of speech is through an article or another determiner, as will be seen below. Nominalization with lo, definite neutral article. Lo never defines nouns because in Spanish there are no neutral nouns. Lo itself is used to substitute parts of speech. Lo plus the masculine form of the adjective is equivalent to the thing or things plus adjective or a more specific noun than thing. Let us see some examples. Aquí no tienen lo necesario para operar. I repeat, aquí no tienen lo necesario para operar. This is same as saying aquí no tienen las cosas necesarias para operar. I repeat, aquí no tienen las cosas necesarias para operar. Also, this can be translated in another form as aquí no tienen instrumental quirúrgico. I repeat, aquí no tienen instrumental quirúrgico. The English equivalents of these sentences could be here they don't have what it takes to operate, or here they lack the skills to operate things, or we can say here there are surgical instruments lacking. Lo principal es que no os hayáis hecho daño. I repeat, lo principal es que no os hayáis hecho daño. Another form is la cosa más importante es que no os hayáis hecho daño. I repeat, la cosa más importante es que no os hayáis hecho daño. The English translation of these sentences is The main thing is that you all have not harmed. The other possibility is the most important thing is that you have not hurt yourself. Lo plus participle has same value as lo plus adjective. Such sentences can be paraphrased with a perfect tense. Me arrepiento de lo hecho. I repeat, me arrepiento de lo hecho. Or we can say, me arrepiento de las cosas que he hecho. I repeat, me arrepiento de las cosas que he hecho. In English, I regret what I have done, or I do regret the things that I have done. Dos días en el póker y perdió lo ahorrado en 5 años de trabajo. I repeat, 2 días en el póker y perdió lo ahorrado en 5 años de trabajo, which is the same as saying 2 días en el póker y perdió el dinero que había ahorrado en 5 años de trabajo. I repeat, 2 días en el póker y perdió el dinero que había ahorrado en 5 años de trabajo. The English equivalent is 2 days at poker and he lost the savings of over 5 years of work. Another way of saying the same is 2 days at poker and he lost the money he had saved in 5 years of work. Lo plus possessive adjectives has the same meaning as lo plus adjective. Some examples are lo nuestro es vuestro. I repeat, lo nuestro es vuestro, which is in another form, nuestras cosas son también vuestras. I repeat, nuestras cosas son también vuestras. The English equivalent is what is ours is yours, or our things are also yours. Let us take another example. No toques lo mío. I repeat, no toques lo mío, which can be said as another form, no toques mis cosas. No toques mis cosas. In English, the equivalent is don't touch what is mine, or don't touch my stuff. The next one is lo plus comparatives, which also means the same as lo plus adjective. Let us see some examples. Lo mejor para el dolor de cabeza es un analgésico. I repeat, lo mejor para el dolor de cabeza es un analgésico, which can be interpreted in another form as la mejor cosa para el dolor de cabeza es un analgésico. I repeat, la mejor cosa para el dolor de cabeza es un analgésico. The English equivalent translation is best for headache is a painkiller, or the best thing for a headache is a painkiller. Let us take another example. Esto es lo peor que nunca me haya pasado. I repeat, esto es lo peor que nunca me haya pasado. It can be said in another form as esto es la peor cosa que nunca me haya pasado. I repeat, esto es la peor cosa que nunca me haya pasado. The English equivalent is this is the worst thing that ever happened to me. Or we can say, this is the worst thing that ever happened to me. Lo plus K introduces a relative clause and it can be substituted by la cosa que. Let us see some examples. Lo que me gusta más de ti es tu sinceridad. I repeat, lo que me gusta más de ti es tu sinceridad. We can say the same by replacing lo que with la cosa que. La cosa que más me gusta es tu sinceridad. I repeat, la cosa que más me gusta es tu sinceridad. In English, what I like most about you is your honesty. Or we can say, the thing that I like most is your honesty. Another example is, lo que buscamos no está aquí. Lo que buscamos no está aquí. We can also say the same as, la cosa que buscamos no está aquí. La cosa que buscamos no está aquí. In English, what we seek is not here, or the thing we are looking for is not here. Lo plus de plus infinitive is used in popular parlance to introduce a topic. It could be replaced by the preposition de plus noun. Let us see an example. Te quería hablar de lo de la huelga. I repeat, te quería hablar de lo de la huelga. It can also be said like, te quería hablar del problema de la huelga. Te quería hablar del problema de la huelga. The English equivalent is, I wanted to talk to you about the strike. Or we can say, I want to talk about the problem of the strike. Next example is, de lo de cambiar de casa, nada. De lo de cambiar de casa, nada. Or we can also say, del cambio de casa, nada. Del cambio de casa, nada. The English equivalent is, changing the house, nothing. The matter of changing of the house, nothing. Both these possibilities are there. Let us take up now the case of nominalization with el, la, los, las. In this case, there is always a noun that is omitted and the context indicates which noun it is. Some adjectives can, after the definite article like el, la, los, las, may refer to persons or things which possess the quality that is indicated by the adjective. Let us see some examples. Yo prefiero el amarillo, which is the same as saying prefiero el jersey amarillo. I repeat, I can either say yo prefiero el amarillo or prefiero el jersey amarillo. The English equivalent is, I prefer the yellow one, which is the same as saying I prefer the yellow jersey. Next example is, el gordo es más listo que el flaco, which is saying the same as el ratón gordo es más listo que el ratón flaco. So, in the earlier sentence, you can see the noun ratón has been omitted, but in a conversation, it can be understood by the context. So I repeat the sentence. El gordo es más listo que el flaco. The same in English means the fat one is smarter than the skinny one. With the noun, it will be the fat mouse is smarter than the skinny one. El, la, los, las plus they plus noun has a parallel value like that of the previous section. In this case, noun complements and expresses a quality of an adjective. For example, yo prefiero el de rayas azules. I repeat, yo prefiero el de rayas azules. It is saying the same as prefiero el jersey de rayas azules, which means in English as I prefer the one with blue stripes, or I prefer the blue striped jersey. Let us take another example. Me quedé de. Let us take another example. Me quedé la de 5 kilos, which is the same as saying me quedé la sandía de 5 kilos. Once again, the noun has been omitted and its function is being done by the definite article la. So I repeat, me quedé la de 5 kilos. In English, I kept the 5 kilos one, or I kept the watermelon of 5 kilos. El, la, los, las plus que plus adjectival clause sentences refers to the person or thing. Let us see some examples. El que no esté en la reunión no podrá opinar. I repeat, el que no esté en la reunión no podrá opinar. It is the same as saying las personas que no estén en la reunión no podrán opinar. Las personas que no estén en la reunión no podrán opinar. The English equivalent is those not in the meeting cannot comment, or we can say people who are not in the meeting cannot comment. Let us take some more examples. Los que quieran entrar, que entren. I repeat, los que quieran entrar, que entren, which is the same as saying las personas que quieran entrar, que entren. I repeat, las personas que quieran entrar, que entren. So you see, the word personas has been omitted when we are using los que. This information is known by the context itself. Again, I repeat to you the sentence with just the article. Los que quieran entrar, que entren. The English equivalent of the sentence is those who want to enter, they enter. I can say the same. Those who want to enter, they can enter. Next example is aquí hay muchas manzanas, las que estén verdes, no las cojas. I repeat, aquí hay muchas manzanas, las que estén verdes, no las cojas. In English, the equivalent is here there are many apples. Those which are green, don't pick them. The demonstrative adjective plus the definite articles plus the possessive adjectives. Let us see some example. Este es el mío, which is the same as saying este es mi abrigo. Here, abrigo has been replaced by el mío. I repeat, este es el mío. Another example is aquel es el tuyo, which means aquel es tu coche. In the earlier sentence, el tuyo takes up the place for tu coche. In English, este es el mío translates as this is mine, and este es mi abrigo is this is my coat. Similarly, aquel es el tuyo means is that yours, and aquel es tu coche, is that your car? Nominalization with demonstrative adjectives. The demonstrative adjectives este, ese, aquel and their derivatives are used in similar manner like the articles explained above. Demonstrative adjective plus adjective accompanied by a gesture serves to point out something. Dame este azul. It is the same as saying dame el jersey que es de color azul. I repeat, dame este azul, which is the same as saying dame el jersey que es de color azul. The English equivalent is give me the blue one, or give me this blue. Or we can say give me the sweater which is blue. Let us take another example. Dame esta grande. Dame esta grande. Dame la caja grande. So you can see la caja grande has been indicated by the demonstrative esta grande. So I repeat, dame esta grande. In English, it can be translated as give me that big one. Give me that big one, or give me the big boss in case the sentence mentions the noun dame la caja grande. Sometimes nouns made from adjectives take on meanings of their own, at least in certain contexts. Roto, which is the participle of the verb romper and also as an adjective means torn, but when added with the article el, it becomes el roto, which means the tear. Similarly, mal, which means bad, when is added with the article el, it becomes el mal, and it can mean evil, wrongful act, or sickness. The next case is that of perdido, which means lost, but with the article it becomes el perdido or la perdida, which means the reprobate or the lost soul. Decolorante means something causing the color to lose. Decolorante, when added with the article el, becomes el decolorante, which means bleach. Semejante means similar, but when used with the definite article los semejantes, it means fellow human beings. With adverbs, let us see the formation of the nouns. Ni el ayer, ni el mañana, es solo el hoy que tenemos por cierto. I repeat, ni el ayer, ni el mañana, es solo el hoy que tenemos por cierto. In English, the equivalent is nor yesterday nor tomorrow. It's today, that is for sure. Let us take another example of the adverbs being used as noun in a Spanish sentence. Solo importan el aquí y el ahora. I repeat, solo importan el aquí y el ahora. The equivalent English translation is the only thing that matters is right here and right now. There is a possibility of using conjunctions also as nouns in a sentence. Let us take an example. No entiendo cómo él pone tantos peros a este proyecto. I repeat, no entiendo cómo él pone tantos peros a este proyecto. The equivalent English translation is I don't know how he puts so many buts in this project. Here, in this sentence, one must understand that it is the colloquial use of the conjunction, which may translate roughly as obstacles or objections in the sentence, where it means that the project is being obstructed by the person who is reviewing it. That is why the objection has been raised by that person, and the equivalent in Spanish is peros a este proyecto. I finally repeat once again the sentence. No entiendo cómo él pone tantos peros a este proyecto. Different parts of speech acting as noun is an interesting feature of the Spanish language and boasts of high level of colloquial or native level understanding. Hence, a good command over these variations is highly recommendable to be learned. Thank you. Gracias.